Hey, Leo, I'm back. I had a video up earlier, this self-love spread that I'm doing for Valentine's Day, and the end got cut off. So I had to reshuffle and pull cards again. I did get one of the same cards, however, that's happened to me a couple of times with the Pisces spread. I got three of the same cards, which was crazy, even in the same positions. So, interesting. How can you form a more loving relationship with yourself? More compassion, more kindness, less resistance to the way you really are, to who you really are. Leo, this is what you can love about yourself. Cups are emotions. 10 is the highest number. Cups are love. 10 is the highest number. You have a huge heart. You are so generous. You give and give and give. You give when someone doesn't even know that they need you. You give without being asked. We love that about you. I love that about myself. I'm a Leo. Yay! I did this video, I did the Leo video first, but now it's like I've saved the best for the first and last. Big heart. You're like the Lion and the Wizard of Oz. Just that, how much courage it takes to put yourself on the line like you do. A lot of courage. The next position is all about how can you be kinder to yourself. You've got two major arcana here, but this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is in the middle of a journey when one cycle has ended and one begins again. Risk, right? The risk. And I think many Leos judge themselves on the risks they take. But part of you is also, you love stability, you love security, you love warmth, you love home. You take so much pride in home and family and that warm loving. So you can only love yourself the way you are at that moment. You're a changing, evolving human being. And you're going to keep changing. So even if you took a billion risks last year, you were a go-getter, jet setter, taking risks all over the place. And of course, risks look different to everyone. Now, maybe not so much. And you're going to keep changing. I think when we set up expectations for ourselves and have them really, it's not like setting goals. It's like, no, you should do this. You used to be like that. Why can't you be like that now? That's when we get in trouble. Okay, and that brings me to the next card, which is the Fool. Where in your life are you a perfectionist? The Fool, that energy that is carefree, that's wanderlust, that's intuitive, that's completely open. It's almost everything and nothing at the same time. Dancing at the edge of a hole, getting ready to fall in and not caring, right? Not noticing, right? Being present in each moment. And you can take this energy even into struggle, even into obstacle. And Leo, you do have a lot of obstacles and struggles because you do feel so much. You do put your heart on the line. So you do find yourself in front of a lot of abysses, a lot of holes. Situations can be holes, other people can be holes. How can you be present even in those moments? Also with this card, there's that sense of expectation. I think a lot of times people, you have moments where you're very extroverted. You put off this air of carefree, of being so free and adventurous and, trotting along and skipping and colorful and off the cuff, and leader of the pack. And I think you perceive that other people expect you to be that way all the time. And I think that maybe that plays in on your own expectation for yourself. But I think in reality, even though, okay, sun sign Leo, so extroverted, I think they can go all out, but they have to rest after that, because a lot of Leos are actually very introverted. So the persona, and then how you really feel on the inside. Being more compassionate about that, really, there's a big gap there. There's a big gap. Have compassion for yourself about that. Okay, this is the card you got in the last self-love spread I did last evening. 9 of Swords. This is the position that asks, what energies can you call in that can help you form a more loving relationship with yourself? Now, in the position last night, you got it in the how can you be kinder to yourself, and I talked about negative self-thinking and self-talking, which can really speak to the insecurity that a Leo can feel deep inside. In this position, I'm feeling like this is speaking to cutting away excess, cutting away situations or people or habits that do not serve, that do not lift you up, that do not elevate you. In fact, they make you despair. They make you sad. They make you feel like a martyr, which is another facet of Leo. So cutting away that stuff, very difficult for a Leo. Very difficult to cut people off, change habits, especially around, well, I'm not going to say that. It's in every facet. Yes, it's loving, but other facets too. Creativity, what they do, their intellect. Admitting when you were wrong. It's hard for a Leo to think that someone has malintentions. They always see the good. Huge amount of empathy, but sometimes you gotta cut. It's actually the most loving thing you can do at times, is to cut. Cut it off. I mean, how do we get purified? How do we grow? How do we evolve? How do we become better and more loving to ourselves? Sometimes it's cutting away. Sometimes it's breaking away. But beneath it all, it's always going to be driven by your heart. Leo, you can't... The rule of Leo is that you're not going to be able to continue doing things that you don't love. Job, I don't care if it pays you $1 trillion. You're not going to be able to do it if you don't love it. If your heart isn't in it, cut. Okay? Happy Valentine's Day. Love you. Bye.